if he could coach Shador and Shiloh. Take a listen to Ocho, to what Coach Prime had to say.
Plant that seed.
The only way I would consider continuing is that I'm coaching my sons, plural. Not singularly, plural.
I like the sound of that. So what we need to do is we need to pay attention where Shador goes. Not only do we need to pay attention where Shador goes, at some point we also need to pay attention where Shiloh goes. Wherever Shador goes, there's an opportunity, there's a chance at some point in the near future that Deion could be the head coach of that team if that team suffers early on. All he's doing now is planting the seed. Now you done put it out there now, so the opportunity is going to present itself, because you know how God works. One thing about it, when you're a child of God, the opportunities you ask for, the tongue is powerful. Anything you say, there's a chance it will happen. And I said it here first.
But the question is, look, we know Shador is going to have a high grade. What type of grade is Shiloh going to have? And, look, Tennessee has a high draft pick. They have one of the first 3-4 picks. We know that. But what's the grade on Shiloh? Does he have a 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round grade? Free agent? Right. That's the question. It's different. Football is different than basketball. Basketball, you only got 2 rounds. And most of the guys that come out in the 2nd round, every once in a while, you'll get a Ben Wallace. No, Ben Wallace was a free agent. You'll get a Nikola Jokic. Now, that's an extreme case. A 2nd round draft pick, 3-time MVP, finals MVP, or you get a Draymond. But the 2nd round is really not often, Ocho, not often. Now, the NFL, these picks are very, 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 very valuable.
Very.
So the question is, what type of grade and how high is he going to be selected? Now, Coach Time said plural, both of his sons. Could Tennessee take Shador and then he's there, say 5th, 6th round, take Shiloh? I don't know if he's going to have a 3rd or 4th round grade on him. I don't.
I'm not sure either. I haven't seen any of the mock drafts. I haven't seen anything Mel Kiper has put out or come up with so far. Still kind of early, but it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to April, because I want to see those first 5 picks. I want to see where they go. I want to see what the Bengals get, where they can improve at. Hell, I'm waiting to see who the defensive coordinator is going to be for the Bengals.
Well, y'all better be shut out a boatload, because y'all going to lose Trey Henderson.
Yeah.
He's posted back-to-back 17 and a half sacks.
Yeah, somebody going to pay him well. They're going to pay him.
Oh, yeah. Boy, he was the lone bright spot y'all got.
You talking about on defense? Okay.
Defense.
You're right.
Y'all secondary had a problem holding up. Can you imagine the problems y'all going to have with no pressure?
Ish. It could get ugly.
I don't think Prime really wants to leave.
I don't know. Yeah,
he got a great situation.
With a great situation. You don't pass up that kind of money. You don't pass up an opportunity like that. Those opportunities.
Oh, no. He's not going to pass up an opportunity to coach his son. But guess what? He ain't going to just be coaching his son. He gonna be coaching a lot of other hard head. You know what?
Now you know Prime gonna get the respect. Now you know that. They ain't finna play like that. Matter of fact, he ain't even gonna let you play like that.
And he can't. It's different now, Ocho. The way you and I respect people. And my thing is, why not just have respect for everybody? Just do your job. Show up on time. Do what you're supposed to do. Go home. That's not that hard. No, it's really not. I can see, Ocho. You working. You got multiple jobs, and you get off late, and you got to change and stuff like that. Bro, you know you got to be to work at 9 o'clock or you got to be to work at 8:30. Okay. You know, meetings started such and such a time. Practice started I don't know. Our practice started at 2 o'clock because Mike wanted to keep us on a schedule, just like we played on Sunday. We played at 2 o'clock. Let's practice at 2 o'clock. When we had a night game, we'd go run through the stuff at the stadium, get used to seeing the ball up in the lights. So, Joe, yeah, that's what we did. I mean, our schedule was according. I just never understood that, but I'm trying to think. Tennessee had what Tennessee don't have no opening. They fired the general manager but kept the coach. So Tennessee's off the table.
Absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I'm biased because I know Rand. I congratulated him when he got the job. I'm trying to think who's available. Okay, the Raiders are available. Who else is available? Oh, the Jags are available. But the Jags ain't taking a quarterback. They just gave Trevor Lawrence.
Definitely taking a quarterback.
So the Raiders. Who else? The Bears, Patriots. But first of all, none of those teams are taking a quarterback. Right. They took Caleb over number 1 overall, and they took Drake May number 3. So none of those teams are going to be in play because they're not taking a quarterback. The Jets. The Jets are way down.
Wait, how far down? The Jets probably what, 7?
They're like in the 13, right? Or 10. Well, no, they might be 9 or 10.
What?
Jets are 7?
I know. I wasn't tripping. I said 7 too.
Yeah, the Raiders. We know Raiders got a top 5 pick, right? Or they 6. Brady and Tom are familiar with each other. Both used to be well, I think Tom still is, but Time used to be an Under Armour guy until he went back to Nike. Glad he did that. The Saints got an opening, got a vacancy.
I like where you going with this. Prime in Vegas. Raiders go up.
The Cowboys might have an opening, but I don't see them getting off Dak. They just gave the man $60 million.
I like that. I like that Raiders look.
Or Colorado could give him another 5-year deal for $9 million a year plus incentives.
I like that. That could happen. But I still, if that NFL opportunity, if that window opens for Prime to go coach in the NFL, matter of fact, even if it wasn't Shiloh, if it wasn't Shador, I still think
I think he wants to coach his sons. Because you got to realize his sons have never played. Shador has never played for any other coach.
Right. I understand it. I understand.
At no level. I don't know if there's anybody that can ever say that the only head coach I've ever had is my dad.
That's dope. But I just knowing Prime the way I do, boy, if they came a calling, if they came a knocking, man, we would love to interview you for the opportunity to be our head coach. Ain't nobody turning that down. Absolutely. Yeah.
Ocho, the Falcons are now seeming to be willing to keep Kirk Cousins as their backup quarterback in 2025 if they can't get anything in a trade for him. $180 million for a backup. Now, I told you firsthand, I like this. I like this. You know, Cousins, and you get. I said, Ocho, at the absolute best case scenario, you get Kirk for 2 years. But Ocho, do you realize how what a debacle this will be if you get him for 1?
Well, it's already there. Oh. It's already there. Because not only you get him for 1, now he's not going to be a starter now going forward. And
that's what $180 million for a backup.
Listen, that lets you know how desperate teams are for a quarterback. And he still might get traded because there are other teams that need a veteran presence where they might bring him in just to be a starter.
No, I ain't gonna. Why would I do that?
The same. You know why? The same reason they probably gonna bring Aaron Rodgers back. Yeah.
Ocho, the difference is that Kirk Cousins is guaranteed $38 million. I'm gonna do it like Russ. No, I'm not trading. I'm gonna go get him because if I trade for him, I gotta pick that 38 up. So no, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all gonna do. Y'all cut him, and then
then we'll sign him.
But hold on, he might have a no trade. I think he has a no trade.
He does have it in there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he has a no trade, so he has to agree to it. Come here, come. Come on.
It might get to that point.
Boy, you camera hogging up all the camera time. You looking for
what up, twin?
Say this. Is there anybody out there that has a 2-year-old? He said, I'm 2 years old. I weigh 173 pounds and I'm looking for a girlfriend. I am intact. So we can make beautiful babies. He said, whoa, Dad, I ain't say nothing about no babies now. I ain't say nothing about no babies. Jordan in the kitchen eating. But Ocho, that man got 38 million coming. He got 62 million this year. So he gonna make 40, he gonna make 90 million in the first 2 years.
Kirk been making money for a little minute too now. He been making a pretty penny for a very long time. So him getting with
keep going, Ocho. I'm gonna put him up.
Kirk, Shaq, Kirk getting the money he's getting now. Listen, I hate saying he's been able to swindle. Obviously, as a player, you earn every dollar, every cent you get, and I'm all for you getting your money. But Kirk Cousins bet on himself. Kirk Cousins bet on himself for a very long time when he was in Washington. Oh, you want to franchise tag me? Okay, bet. Oh, you want to franchise tag me again? Okay, bet. Then he goes somewhere else. Boom, he gets the bag. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Chat, how y'all doing? Hey, chat, my birthday is in exactly 26 minutes. 26 minutes. I'll be 57. And not just any 57. Like I'm a good looking 57 where like at times I still get carded at the cigar spot when I go get cigars. Like that's how young I look. Oh man. Chat. Who y'all got? We got Saturday. Chargers, Texans. Who we going with? CJ Stroud to pull off what I consider an upset? Or we got Justin Herbert? CJ Stroud's offensive line. Do they find a way to block Bosa? Do they find a way to block Khalil Mack? They've been really, really bad. They've been really bad this year, especially the offensive line.
That's his way of saying put me up.
Oh, he kept bothering you?
Yeah. He tired. He been up. I had him up since 6:30 this morning. I take him out because when I don't have to do the show, I can take him for a walk. So I take him for a walk. So he's been up for the better part. He's only been in his pen for about 30 minutes a day when cleaning people come to clean. They're afraid of him. So Jordan, the computer. So I put him up, but that was his way of saying I'm sleepy, Dad. I'm tired for bed. So I don't know what you got going on, but we need to fix this. But Ocho, that was my biggest concern when I was talking about when the Kirk Cousins thing came to be. You're gonna spend $180 million and you're gonna take a quarterback. If you just might as well go ahead and take the quarterback. And just
now you understand why they did though. Understand why they did. You take Kirk Cousins based on his resume, despite only winning one playoff game. You know what you get from him from a statistical standpoint in the regular season. You'll worry about the playoffs later on, and then you get security because he's coming off an Achilles injury, and lo and behold, it happened.
Ocho, that's what I'm saying. Ocho, you paying the guy like he's 30 and he's not coming off of a damn near career-ending injury. He was already
Right.
not mobile,
and that makes it worse. Yeah.
yes.
But again,
And Cousins had the Statue of Liberty has moved more than Kirk Cousins, and that thing ain't moved in 200 years.
that's a good one.
So that's why it didn't make sense to me. It never made sense to me. And you try to rationalize, like, okay, they trade Kirk, they have him for 2 years, bro. You paying $90 million for 2 years? But what happened? Lord forbid,
Right.
you don't want to see this happen. But what if it doesn't? What if you only have it for 1 year? You spent $90 million for a quarterback for 1 year. 90. Nah, it didn't make sense for me. But hey.
Yo,
Ocho, Dwight Howard is fed up with Shaq constantly talking about him and says he wanted to show up at TNT studio to confront him. At what point does this stop?
hey, them boy got a tussle, man. That'd be listen, we talk about celebrity boxing, which is kind of simmered down a little bit, somewhat fell off. Now that'd be a good one. Dwight Howard versus Shaq. 4 3-minute rounds, headgear. Headgear or no headgear. They just need to duke it out. They need to duke it